What's going on, guys? It's Pete Nova from the Face Off Sports Network. I am back with my Week 13 defenses to stream and target to help you win your fantasy football matchups. To recap last week, we gave out the Cardinals, who finished sixth on the week, bringing our streak of having at least one defense finish inside the top nine in every single week this season. We've also had a defense finish inside the top seven in every single week but one. All of these defenses have been 25% owned or less. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were another defense we gave out. They finished seventh on the week. And then we gave out the Commanders, who was our dud for the week. They finished 16th. It was unfortunately my favorite defense to stream on the week, but they were looking strong. They were going to finish top 10, but those last few minutes of the game where there was a gazillion points scored really just killed the output for the Commanders. So we're looking to keep things rolling here and keep that streak alive. Our first defense that we are going to target is going to be the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas takes on the New York Giants. They are at home against Tommy Cutlets. It looks like there's a possibility he does not play, but it's trending from reports by Ian Rappaport that he looks like he will play. Even if Drew Lock is the starter for this game, it doesn't really change my opinion on streaming them this week and liking them. This is my favorite defense to stream this week. That's 25% owned or less. But looking at this game, we get a home team. We get a low point total, 39 points, and at home. The Giants are traveling on a short week here after getting their doors kicked in, giving up 30 points to the Buccaneers and only scoring 7. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's Tommy DeVito or Locke. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to target defenses that play this offense. And, the Giants scored just 7 points against a bad Buccaneers defense. They gave up 4 sacks, and it's not like the Bucs have a vaunted pass rush. And Buccaneers defense finished 7th on the week for fantasy points, and that's not an extremely talented defense. It's just the quarterback situation, just the mess of this offense. When looking at the Giants EPA wise, whether it's Tommy DeVito, whether it's Daniel Jones, since week 7, this is the 28th ranked offense when it comes to EPA. And they're just not very good. A lot of locker room turmoil. It almost looks like Daboll has lost this locker room with the benching of Daniel Jones. And keep in mind, this Cowboys special teams unit has scored 3 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. Turpin has been phenomenal on special teams. They scored on an onside kick, so there's points to be had too with the special teams touchdowns as well. If you're streaming if you have a defense in your fantasy football lineup, so that's going to be my first defense to target. My second defense to target is going to be the Jets at home versus Seattle. Now, I know, I get it. These two defenses have kind of had their issues, and a lot of people expected both these defenses to be better between the Cowboys and the Jets. But look, we get a home team, and we get a low point total. We have a total of 42 points, and the Jets are coming off a bye to possibly regroup here. They've had time with all the turmoil, everything that's gone on. I don't expect this Jets team to go on a run, but they've had some time to kind of reevaluate and self scout and prepare themselves for the Seattle offense, who Seattle offense hasn't been that great. Realistically, when you look at it, they're 23rd in EPA since week 7, and in this chart, we'll show you since week 9, they've 28th. So this is an offense that's just been really sloppy from an efficiency standpoint. And the Arizona Cardinals, who we gave out last week, the Arizona Cardinals were 6th in points scored from a defensive standpoint. So that all bodes well from a fantasy standpoint. And the Jets defense is 5th in pressure rate and 12th in total pressures. This Arizona Cardinals defense, they sacked Geno Smith 5 times last week and got him to turn the ball over. So to me, I like the Jets here as a home team going up against an inefficient offense and a low point total. So they're my second defense to stream this week. And just looking at the pressure rate here too, you'll see the Jets here at number 5 when it comes to quarterback pressure rate. And like I said before, they are 12th when it comes to total pressures. Moving on to my last defense, it's going to be the Colts taking on the New England Patriots. Look, the Colts are away, but it is a low point total at 43.5. Drake May look, I don't blame him. Like, he's got nothing to work with. This is not a good offense, and there's not really great weapons around him. May has thrown an interception in 4 straight games. Patriots are allowing 8 points per game to opposing defenses since May took over, and the Patriots are second in the NFL when it comes to quarterback pressures, total quarterback pressures, and pressure rate. The Colts are ninth in quarterback pressures and 16th in pressure rate. So that bodes well. And then the Colts defense has really started to kind of turn it around. When you look at them from an EPA standpoint, since week 7, they're ninth in defensive EPA. So a nice turnaround for them. And I expect them to keep things going against an offense that's just not very good right now. So the Colts are going to be my third streamer. I could be swayed in starting the Colts over one of these other defenses as well, but I think all three are solid options, guys. I went back and forth. I added a couple defenses. I took them off. Like, I spent a lot of time this week really tinkering and going back and forth, but I feel really comfortable with this list. If I was going to go through it, it would be, as I said initially, Cowboys number 1, Jets number 2, and the Colts number 3. If the Colts were at home, it would be different for me. But, when you look at it, we get the Jets and the Cowboys at home with low point totals. I'm just going to stick with the formula that we've been going with all season long. If you guys have questions, drop them in the video below. Hit us with a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. I'm going to give out my defensive rankings probably tomorrow to help you guys as well navigate where I have these defenses compared to others. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you guys next time.